Hey everyone, we're here at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale. Welcome to Active Self-Protection Extra. And today we're going to shoot some dummies.
Palm pepper spray has recently reformulated for even more effect when you bless the deserving with the hot sauce. Palm is what I use between a harsh word and a gun and encourage everyone to do likewise.
No, not these dummies. These dummies, okay? So these guys, you guys have probably seen them on the grams and all those things, and these are rubber dummies. And the guy that owns Rubber Dummies sent us a couple of them. So they're not a sponsor or anything like that, but he's like, hey John, I want you to shoot these dummies. And I'm like, yeah, sure, send me some dummies. He sent me the dummies. What are they good for? Well, I'm gonna tell you the best thing that they're good for and then show it to you on camera just a little bit. Because what you see here is we have these ILF EQ targets, and we have shot these a bunch on the channel. You're very familiar with that. The one downside to paper targets like this is the fact of the matter is that you can spot your shots pretty much when you shoot them, right? Yep. So I know this, like we were just shooting the test with no name, and you shoot a shot that misses or goes into a spot and you go, oh darn, and then correct. Yep. But of course, that's not how real life works, because when we see the main channel, and we see this on the main channel all the time, somebody gets shot and you can't see nothing in terms of a visual indicator other than fibs that they've been shot. You guys remember fibs? Fudge, I've been shot, that they change their behavior, but almost never can you see a shot on somebody immediately, right? So what we've done here is we have grabbed a couple of these rubber dummies, and so they're anatomical, and what we have done though is I have then, they come with a can of white spray paint, so you paint them white, but what I've done here is I've actually drawn a chest box on them, an A zone as it were. You can draw it in a circle too, but I figured my circle drawing would suck. Okay, so generally what we say in terms of A zone is collarbone to diaphragm inside the nipples. So what have I done here on this anatomically correct target is collarbone to diaphragm inside the nipples. So that provides us a roughly 6-inch by 10-inch A zone like you'd see on like a USPSA target or something like that. You could also draw it like an 8-inch circle and it'd be about the same thing, right? So it'd be a little bit wider, a little bit shorter, and less edges and those things. But what we've done here is we have put them on some old t-shirts. Why? Because now you can't spot where the shots went. You have to shoot your sights and not shoot the target and where the shots are showing up on the target. You just have to shoot your sights. So on a human being like this, like my friend here, if God forbid, of course I'd never shoot my friend, again, my friend Justin, but really on any humanoid, where would I generally shoot? I would cut through his armpits and shoot him right in the middle of that, right? So I'd draw a line down where his nose is, and then I would cut across his armpits, and that's pretty much where I want to hit you, because that's where your heart sits. That's where the blood, major blood vessels, heart, lungs, those kinds of things all sit about right here. So really what I'd like to do is about a 5.5-inch circle right there, because I'd really like to put a couple of holes in his blood pump, and that's going to shut the hydraulic system down the fastest. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shoot these rubber dummies, and again, most people will shoot them, see it as it shows up, but what I like to do with them, put some stuff on them. Now we can't spot the shots and see how it changes our time. Now, I'm going to do this in this first iteration. I'm going to make our speed demon Neil shoot a couple of shots, and what we're going to do is we're going to do some first shots. Shooter ready, draw, bang, and it's going to be two things. Number one, it's going to be what time did I get, and then number two, where did my round hit, not by where it hit on the target, but where were my sights when the gun went off? So you got to call your shot. You don't get to spot your shot. You will notice, by the way, that they have some vintage active self-protection merch on. This is like the old school merch from back in the day.
Yeah.
So you can go on the website and get some of the fresh merch if you want. But do me a favor. I'll tell you what, if you show yourself on video shooting up any old ASP merch, you let me know and I'll send you some new ASP merch if you show me the video of you shooting up vintage ASP merch. That would be fun, don't you think?
That'll be a good time.
All right, so you're going to draw and fire one shot, center mass. Your goal is that guy's trying to kill somebody you love, so you're going to stop him, all right? Okay. But your double goal here is get it quick, one shot.
Okay.
But where was that shot going to land? You ready?
Okay.
Stand by. Okay, put it away. Okay, so we had a 1-4-2 first shot, but now where was the shot?
I was low right corrected, so I think I'm low center.
Low center. All right. Now, I think if you're smart here, you can see, aha, there is a hole in said shirt. Okay?
I didn't see that.
So, again, if you saw that or didn't see that, but here's the neat part now, is that I can recognize, hey, look at that, where that hit was. So now I can see where that guy was, right? Okay, cool. We know that hit is there. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Isn't that neat?
That's It's really cool.
Yeah, and it shows me where that is. Now again, I'm going to move this so I don't know where that first one is. All right then, Mr. Needle. Same thing again. Stand by. Oh yeah, like that. 1-5 first shot. Now, that's an interesting thing that you're like, okay, I'm still getting used to this holster, whatever. Where was your shot?
Dead center.
Dead center. You center
maybe.
punched him, huh?
Yeah, a little high.
Let's
maybe.
go take a look.
That's what
So I think clearly we can see it on the t-shirt here a little bit, and that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
But again, if I pop this, you see, you center punched him. Is that gonna decimate the organs? Yeah, you betcha it is. Okay, fine. Very cool. Let's try it again. 2 shots.
2 shots.
Two shots. Again, the neat part of this is, and I think this is a really neat part of these rubber dummies when you use them with t-shirts, because it's really a pain to hang a t-shirt or try to hang a t-shirt
On a
over
real
a paper
target,
target,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Is that I don't get to spot it. Is it different for you when you're looking at it?
It's different. I'm really having to focus in on a spot that I want to hit at, and then I'm spending a little more time with my dot than I would on a regular target.
Saying, okay, wait a minute, there's this, there's that, I got to hit him there.
Yeah.
Here's the other neat part, is that I put these shirts on, we got these ones in particular, and one of the reasons for that is it has a logo high left chest.
Yeah, that's pulling me.
And you go, oh, shoot that logo. No, you don't want to shoot the stupid thing, right? That's not what you want to hit. 2 shots. Stand by. Oh, yeah. What'd you see?
I'm in. I think I've got 1 low center, 1 high left.
Okay, I think you punched him center on
Really?
both of those. I think, yep, right there.
Oh,
bang, bang.
jeez. I felt like I was here and here.
Now, when we start going, yeah, I can't really see anymore, or I'm having a hard time seeing. Again, big advantage here. Come on, you, open up. Fresh as a daisy. He's in his prime. We're just going to let that one rest just a second while we and let it dry while Justin gets a turn.
Yep.
Nonsense. I'm in my prime.
Not yet begun to define
I've not yet
myself.
begun to define myself. I know. Let's have a spelling contest. Okay. So now the first one you're going to do, your guy is a slob who has spilled all over his shirt.
I've got the Jerry Gergich.
All right, so again, same thing here. You are going to draw and fire a single shot. Again, your idea here is in between his armpits, right down the middle of it, right? But he's trying to kill somebody you love, so you need to be quick about it.
Okay.
Trying to get inside the nipples, collarbone to diaphragm as your desired hit target. Okay, shooter, are you ready?
Ready?
Stand by. Okay, safely holster. Now, can you tell me where your sights were when the gun went off?
I feel like I was a little, my left, his right.
Okay, so centered.
Yeah, more or less center height-wise.
Okay, let's take a look. I think you were dead center on him, actually. I think when we realized that, whoo, that would split his
my
sternum.
squeeze, I tend to pull a little left, so I think my sights were probably about here.
And then you pressed it into the center,
And then as I...
the very middle. Okay, still a debilitating hit for sure. Now, I will notice something here, is that both of you guys are tending to shoot kind of low in the box.
Okay.
Kind of low in the box. And that's not evil, wrong, bad. It's just a thing. So it might be something to consider. If I go, oh, okay, wait a minute. There's his kind of where I want to get him after him there.
So it's a better shot?
So again, right where his armpits come together.
Okay.
So kind of basically right in between where his nipples are. So on my shirt, that first button is a really ideal target. That's this where this is right here, really ideal target. So hopefully on your worst day of your life, your bad guy's wearing a polo shirt.
Yeah.
And so you can pop him in the first button. All right, we're going to do it again. Shooter ready?
Ready?
Stand by. Very good. What'd you see there?
I feel like I was in that armpit spot.
Okay? I feel like you were higher there for sure. A little to the right on that one, which is not too shabby, Abby. Okay, there we go. Nice, good center punch hit, right? So if we go, wait a minute, that's just off to the left of center and right at his armpit level. You know what's there? Oh, you just hit the button. It's fine. You know what's there? His heart.
Cool.
All right, now we're going to do 2. Okay. Shooter ready.
Ready?
Stand by. Okay, safely holster. Not a bad second shot. Tell me what you saw.
I fumbled my grip a little bit, so
Okay.
it took me a second to steady the gun.
Kind of figure out over in here. I think you were a little bit to his right,
Okay, yeah, I almost got the logo there.
but am I in an acceptable zone?
Yep.
Yeah, really, I got no problems with any of those hits at all. So here's the funny part from an anatomical perspective. It's like, I felt like I was over here too far. Perfectly acceptable hit, right? So sometimes we want to see that. So I'm going to spray these guys down again. So the fun part of this actually is once you've shot the t-shirt up a little bit, it gets harder to spot on the t-shirt too.
Right.
So you can't even cheat that side.
Stand by.
Oh, way low, way low. My dot went way down out. I had it, but I didn't have enough grip on it, and so I went way low out of the picture.
Yep. That's where I'd call that one too.
Just barely, probably outside of where I want it. You know, just a tiny bit low, but I called it. So, okay, let's see if I can get one. I had an odd grip on the gun, which was part of my problem. See if I can do it again. Better this time.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
That was a better shot. So that one, I would say, was pretty much just to the left of the logo and a little lower than it. Oh, it went up and
Yeah,
right.
we're high. Yep.
Okay.
But-
So I thought it was down here, but I lifted just a little bit. I mean, still an A-zone hit. I'm not going to gripe about it too much.
Yep.
All right, let me make sure I got 2 in the gun. Should. Yep, I got 3. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've got 3 rounds left in the gun.
Here we go.
I am going to fire 2, and then I'm going to transition and put one in his noggins. See if I get it. Now, here's an interesting bit. I don't cover his face, obviously, with a, you know, he's not wearing a face covering or any of those things. I suppose you could in a Rona, you know what I mean? Put a face mask on him and do those things.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to do right now is if I hit him in the face in an anatomically significant area, that's going to change his behavior, his location. He's not going to stand there and go, you know, bang, oh, he's going to move. So, okay, fine. 1 headshot's going to do it. Let's see what we get here. 2 to the body, bang, bang, 1 to the head, pop. Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Ooh. That felt like decent time, Neil.
What a 2-3-1.
2, 3, 1. Not too shabby. First shot was a little slow.
Shots were right on top of each other, too.
So, again, what we got here, a couple of high hits here, 1 to the right, 1 to the left. This one was my earlier shot. That one was pretty close to that earlier shot. I am super duper happy with that head hit, right? So all I did was drive up here. I want to look at what my split was on the headshot. I felt pretty good about that I just let it fly. So I had a 5-7 split between my second body shot and my headshot. Will I take a 5-7 transition? Yeah, I'll take a 5-7 transition just fine. I think this is a really cool thing. You guys want to shoot a couple body heads?
Yeah, let's try it.
So I really think this is neat because you can't, I mean, you just got to shoot the sights. You can't mess around, right?
Right.
And you gotta continue to see the sight. You're not gonna mess around with that otherwise. So we're gonna run a split bill drill here. 4 to the body.
4 and 2.
2 to the head.
All right.
All right, Mr. Widener, here we're gonna clear that. Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I'm ready.
Stand by.
Mm.
307 split bill drill. So interesting bit here. So 131 draw to first shot, okay? 0.29, 0.28, 0.26, and then a 5-1 and a 4-2. So those, I mean, your pace didn't change hardly at all on your headshots. Now that one headshot, obviously a little low and a little left, a little lower and a little lefter than you wanted.
Yep.
But that first one, I think you drilled him right in the eyeball.
Yeah, that was
is-
the first one, and then I came. My timing was off, so I came back down. I should have actually went a little quicker.
I think that first one was a fight stopper.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Justin, you ready to try?
Yep.
Now, do you want to do the same thing? Sure. Okay, so that's 4 to the body and 2 to the head.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll check everybody's hits. 4 shots to the body, 2 to the head. Can't spot them until we get to the headshots. Stand by. Okay, safely holster. Now, I want to ask you the question on those 2 headshots. Did you prep your trigger and see your sights? Nope, you decided to do the thing again.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so what I want you to do this time is I want you to draw and fire 2 shots to the head.
Okay.
That's it, only 2 shots to the head.
Okay.
But I want you to prep, see, finish.
Okay.
Okay? Let's do it. Prep, see, finish. Shooter ready? Go ahead and draw the gun to a low ready position. So not up, so draw it, put it down where it's at his waist. Okay? And then when you get the signal, you're just going to come up, prep the trigger, see the sights, finish the trigger. Okay? Stand by. Okay, that second one was better. One more time. We're going to do the same thing, down, and then come up. I want you to prep while you finish seeing your sights, okay?
Okay.
Stand by. Those were the ones right there. Go ahead and safely holster. Boy, did you see how different those last 2 were? Okay, so teaching point here for all of my firearms instructor friends is that I don't like leaving students when they don't have success. I don't like them going, well, I didn't do it there, so now reset everything. What I like to do is remind them of what the right thing to do is and give them some practice at that. Because if you give them some practice at it, then it engrades, oh, that's what I want to do this time, and success breeds success, right? Failure never breeds success. Success breeds success. Let's go down and look at our hits. Like that one a lot. I know you're not super happy with that one, but, you know, stuff happens, right?
Yep. I might have one outside here, too.
Yeah, a little bit low left.
Yep.
Such is life. Great hits here, man. Really, really
nice.
great stuff there. All right, let's paint them up. Now I'm going to do one that's a fun target transition drill. So again, I have to see my sights. And again, I got to shoot my sights. I can't shoot hits on the target. I got to shoot sights. Okay, so I'm going to go over and back. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put 2 shots in the left side target, transition over, put 2 shots in the right side target, move up and shoot him in the head 1 time, move over here and shoot him in the head 1 time. This is not a scenario. This is me simply going big target, small target, shoot my sights, see what I need to see. Okay?
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Little high on that last one. Let it go a little bit fast. I'm not sure about that first shot on that one. I let it fly a little soon. Let's see. That's this guy right here. I'll just about guarantee you. Indeed. See that? So very edge, right?
Yep.
And what was that? That was me transitioning over, and I finished while it was really still moving a little bit much. So I let it fly a little soon is what I did. Now, am I angry about that? No, I mean, it's still a borderline Charlie, right? I'm super happy with that headshot here. This one is kind of, you know, on the edge of what I would be happy with, right? Now, is that going to maybe skip off him? Yeah. Is he going to is that going to change his behavior? Most certainly. Okay, let's see what we got here on these ones. Pretty happy with those. Okay, pretty okay with that. So, rubber dummies, what do you think?
I like them. You know, it's a different way to think about the shooting problem, and especially with that T-shirt, because you can't see your hit and you can't see your target as well. So you're actually having to make some decisions with that gun.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that you don't have an outline, you know, to look at. You kind of have to be a little more specific. I don't know. You got to pick a spot. You got to focus a little more.
There's an important thing. I have to pick a spot. I'm not shooting a bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm shooting a spot on him, right? So that old thing that you'll hear in tactical circles all the time is aim small, miss small, right? You know, you go back to the Patriot, you know, and all that stuff. But I think that it's really got some truth to it. When it comes down to it, wait a minute, that guy needs to get shot. I stop worrying about what are his hands doing, what are his eyes doing, what is his waist, and I go, no, I got to pick a small spot on that guy and start putting rounds in it. I think this can help, guys. So those rubber dummies, those can be cool.